outstanding time last weekend at the D1 tournament in Charleston, West Virginia. A little bit of a jammer on jammer tumble there in the middle of the pack. Truant with one to beat, she is your lead jammer. Captain Hook reporting to the penalty box. Pissahs with a slight lead here, holding back MC Slammer. An amazing clear from Fuzz on the inside line on Pissah captain Estrogina Davis. Pissahs are together, looking to score. MC Slammer reporting to the back. Pissahs in a really big opportunity here to capitalize on a first jam, power jam.
That was a forearm called on MC Slammer, sending her off the track.
Wednesday Adams in her first jam back after an injury, reporting to the penalty box.
Truant picking up 5 more points on that last pass.
Veteran player Haley Contagious and Fuzz to Rhymes out there. Let's see if they can hold back this Pissah onslaught. Amazing clear by Baby Rock at the front of the pack. I see you, girl.
It's all up to Haley Contagious and Fuzz to Rhymes right now. Truant right around the outside, able to clear for 5 more points. We're going to have another game that starts off with a big jam.
Horror is able to clear the box. Truant pulling a ton of weight for the Pissahs this year. This game is no exception so far.
Can you guys believe this is 25 points already for Truant in the first jam? She's not done. She's coming around the outside.
Big clear to the outside from Captain Hook. Haley Contagious looking for the run back.
26-0 jam for the Wicked Pissahs to start this game.
Let's hear it, Pissah fans. Come on.
You guys can do better than that.
On the line, we have 2 Massacre teammates. You guys. Stevie Nixer and Flying King, normally teammates on the Boston Travel team. Nixer here, looking to continue the Pissah lead. King, big performer for the Arkham Horrors, looking to put a damper on that.
So cute. But as soon as that whistle blows, they are arch nemesis. Both jammers fighting to get through their opponent's blockers and defense. Nixer going to make it out first as the lead jammer, even though her team is down a blocker to the penalty box.
If you can't tell by King's skating style, she's been on skates for years.
Nixer finds an opening on the inside, picks up 4 more points for the red team.
Well, all 4 of those points I would give them, if I could, to Eva Been Slapped, who did a beautiful clear, just cleared off that inside line. No big deal for Nixer to get those 4 points.
914 gun show for the Pissahs, and we got 25 Rainbow Crash for the Arkham Horrors. Rainbow Crash looking to get lead at the front of the pack, coming out of turn 2. Gun show. Back block on Rainbow Crash. Another huge opportunity for the gun show here. Horrors have yet to score. Pissahs are looking to rack up the points. Huge inside line clear from the Pissahs to give that line to the gun show. She's got 5 points.
The Arkham Horrors are going to have to get their tentacles straight and get back in this game if they want to slow the Pissahs down.
Yes, their tentacles are askew.
You can see that on-track leadership from Estrogina Davis. Big inside clear. Some amazing recycling from the Horrors at the front. Gives the gun show a little bit of trouble, but she's out for 5 more points. Eva Been Slapped doing some work, unfortunately getting sent to the penalty box. Very nice Mohawk move from Rainbow Crash at the front of the pack, gets her out. She's not your lead jammer, she's looking to catch the gun show.
1 point picked up by the gun show on that pass. Their second monster-sized jam for the Wicked Pissahs to start this game. did not see that coming right now. Right now, the Horrors coming in with 1 win and 1 loss. The Pissahs winless on the year, so this is definitely a surprising start.
This is typically the time in the season when you see teams mature and start to come into their own. Pissahs did lose their first 2 games of the regular season, but they're showing right now that they are a force to be reckoned with coming into the postseason.
Truant is the jammer for the Pissahs, fighting to get through traffic as MC Slammer picks up lead jammer. First time for the Horrors tonight. Truant stays in bounds on the outside boundary.
Pissahs looking to make, Horrors making to look some moves here, get on the board finally. Big call off from MC Slammer.
That's a 4-0 jam for the Arkham Horrors, and the key is for them to ignore that scoreboard, take it 1 jam at a time, and then they'll get themselves back into this. Similar to actually the way the Nutcrackers approached that last game, but penalties got the better of them.
One of my favorite skaters on the track right now, Baby Rock for the Wicked Pissahs. Lion King, you're pretty okay too, don't worry.
They're all our favorites. We are neutral announcers.
Absolutely neutral.
We love you all equally. And the refs.
This is what happens when you let skaters
Huge
out the announcer's
inside
table.
line from Baby Rock.
Rock getting nice and low around those corners, trying to keep that speed. She now almost untouched through that pack, will pick up 4 points.
Huge call right there from Baby Rock, keeping it at a 4-0.
You know what? My feet love socks, and I'd like you to all go to thejoyofsocks.com. They've been selling socks and tights online since 1998. I know, the internet was just a baby back then. 14 years later, their love for fun socks and interest in their customers remain the backbone of their company. Derby skaters and fans alike love this unique one-stop sock shop. Visit joyofsocks.com.
Yeah.
Casey Wastem jamming for the Horrors here. She's out, she's lead. This is the second Horrors lead jam of the night, but the Gun Show looking hungry right behind her.
Gun Show is in her shadow. Wastem wisely calls off the jam before she gets to the pack. It's going to be 0-0 on the jam.
With this big lead to start the game, 0-0 is a win for the Wicked Pissahs, although there's still a ridiculous amount of time left in this game.
Truant out there for the Pissahs. I believe she was the MVP of the last game that the Pissahs played. Rainbow Crash, another travel team skater for the Boston Bee Party. Pissahs starting this jam at a slight disadvantage.
Neurotic Tendencies goes down on the inside line, back up in the action. Very tough pack as we come around to the front straightaway. Truant is now released from the pack. The blockers have to stop blocking her after 20 feet from the pack. Lead jammer goes once again to the Pissahs.
Truant picking up 1 point there for the Wicked Pissahs. I have to say, I've had the unfortunate situation. I haven't been able to see any home team games this year, so I haven't seen Truant since last year. She's got some serious pep in her step. She's clearly been working very hard on her skills. Big growth since last season.
Nixer and Slammer from the jammer line.
Both teams back at full capacity here.
A lot of foot movement from those jammers trying to get around the blockers. Nixer, apologize, Mangle. Nixer going to make it out. Lead jammer goes to the Pissahs.
MC Slammer not far behind her.
Wow, 0-0 jam. So we've been stuck around this 50-4 range for quite a few jams right now, and the Horrors are going to put King back on the track to try and get a little momentum on their side. They do need to start settling in, getting lead jammer, and cutting into that lead right now.
Pissahs at a disadvantage here in the blocker blocker realm. They're putting out veteran skater Bloodbath Betty to wear the star. Bloodbath Betty is out and she's your lead jammer, but King is right behind her.
King gonna try to close that gap. It's a jammer race. Bloodbath Betty hearing Coach Johnny Cash Machine's voice echo through the Shriners Auditorium telling her to call the jam, holding Flying King at 0 points.
And that's another 0-0 jam, and I'm sure the Pissahs, anytime that Flying King is out on the track, are going to be very happy coming out either at a 0-0 or winning those jams. Flying King has had a lot of success on the home team level, especially this season.
Casey Wason for the Arkham Horrors and the gun show for the Wicked Pissahs. The box is clear again, so we're looking for that 4-on-4 defense. Hopefully one of these teams might play some offense. We got Casey Wason out. She is your lead jammer for the Arkham Horrors.
Just the second lead jammer of the game for the Arkham Horrors, so maybe a little momentum swinging their way.
Huge wipeout coming into turn 3. Running the gun show all the way back. Amazing defense from the Horrors here.
Both jammers having a tough time getting through that defense. Looks like we had a star pass to Estragina Davis on the Pissahs.
Big signals coming from the Arkham Horrors bench. She sees it just in time. That's a 5-0 pass for Casey Wason.
Horrors have more than doubled their score at the start of the jam. They're now at 9. We're 12 minutes into this game. Pissahs with a lead of 51 points on the board. Stevie Nixer takes the jammer line next to Rainbow Crash.
Some aggressive jammer on jammer action here on this side of the jammer line. Rainbow Crash out. She is your lead jammer. Give it up for Rainbow Crash. Huge signal from Smitochondria on the Arkham Horrors bench. Smite is a mass maelstrom skater, the men's roller derby team locally. I'm sure he would love to answer any of your questions about roller derby if you are interested in playing for the men's team. They are headed to the championships next week.
They absolutely are. They are seeded, I believe, 5th. 6th going into the championship. I should pay more attention to things.
Pizza on the Rock on the line for the Wicked Pissahs.
Pizza.
It says pizza on her shorts.
Color pizza.
So, it says pizza on her shorts.
Pizza.
That's very confusing. Oh, Rock on America action.
Baby Rock, lead jammer.
Very strong, very physical jammer. Rock into the pack now. Not having to do much, but get around a couple of purple shirts. She gets the 4 points for the Pissahs.
It's a bit of a stereotype when you have a big jammer like that. You expect them to pick up penalties, but Rock is just such a controlled skater. She knows how to use her size, and it's just a great joy to watch her skate. I love watching her jam.
Yeah, Rock has really come along with her ability to control that size and use it to her advantage. And she normally blocks on the travel team level, but to see her jamming here is very exciting for me.
Gun show on the jammer line against Flying King. Two very quick and talented jammers. All our jammers here tonight are very talented. Question is, whose defense is going to be better in this game?
A huge takeout from the gun show on Arkham Horrors blocker. Haley Contagious at the front of the pack. Gun show can do quite a few push-ups. I would not want to be inverted against her.
Guncho gets taken down by Fuzzto Rhymes.
Huge opportunity here for the Arkham Horrors as the Gun Show heads to the penalty box. You got Flying King out there, only 3 Pissah blockers. Big opportunity.
That means this jam is going to go the full 2 minutes as the lead jammer was sent to the penalty box and her status has been revoked.
Love to see the side-to-side movement from Flying King. And cutting right through the middle, Flying King is out for 5 points. Looking to her bench for some guidance there. Mitochondria gives her a reassuring smile, telling King to keep it going.
Yeah, King, not the lead jammer.
Not that she has much of a choice.
She's going to keep playing derby.
Gun Show headed right through the middle. Awesome clear by the Pissah blockers there.
So that's only a 3-point pass for Gun Show. I believe there was a no pass and no penalty. That means she passed one of the opponents when they were down or out of bounds.
Quick feet by Flying King sends her just between the 3 and 4 blocker there. The lanes 3 and 4 on the track.
This is a big jam that the Horrors needed, and right in the nick of time, Flying King really closing that deficit gap and putting this game within reach.
What a move! Eking out that final pass for the Horrors with the fist bump.
I love to see those fancy feet from Flying King.
Definitely, but hey, look at the other jam ref. We got 4 more points went to the Pissahs there, so closing the lead, but the Gun Show also picking up her fair share of points.
Pissahs leading now by 29 points. This is the closest that the game has been for the Arkham Horrors in quite a few jams. Truant meeting a wall of purple at the back of the line there. Casey Wastem fighting the Pissahs in the center. Ooh, and now the inside of the track. She gets run back by Stevie Nixer.
Almost picking up a track cut there. Not quite. Oh, maybe Nixer went down. Regardless, both jammers still trying to work their way through in that first pass. That defense is really locking down. Very similar to the first game. Both teams got their defense in order about this time.
Horrors running back. Truant. Casey Wastem with 2 to beat.
When you see the blockers skating all the way back as far as they can,
Casey Wastem gesturing to the referees, and Slim is going to the box.
that's because they knocked, typically the jammer, they knocked the skater out of bounds, and that skater cannot come back inbounds unless they're behind the skater who knocked them out.
Five in the sky for Casey Wastem.
Horrors on the warpath right now, closing that gap, jam by jam.
Casey Wastem and Truant doing the waltz, spinning off each other. Wastem coming out victorious, shrugs off another Pissahs block, picks up 5 more points for the Horrors, and will call the jam, just as we had a star pass to Eva been slapped.
Something I'm really admiring about both these teams right now is the mental endurance. When you have 2 or 3 big jams in the beginning of the game, it's easy for either the team that has taken the lead to get a little too excited or the team that is now in the deficit to melt down. But both of these teams continue to just chug along 4-0 jams. You know, they're getting their jammer out. It's a feat.
It is, and the Horrors got this one within 19 points now. That's some quick math, folks. I'm a teacher.
Baby Rock, she's out. She is your lead jammer. Pissahs looking to take the momentum of the game back here. Doing some front-of-the-pack defense on Rainbow Crash, who's jamming for the Arkham Horrors.
Oh, big defense by the Pissahs there around the end of the second turn. And Rock, pretty much, I might use the word, pretty much unstoppable right now. Horrors looking for an answer.
That's going to be 3 and 3 points on that last pass. Both teams coming out I believe 7 points on the jam. We've got just over 10 minutes left to play in the half. 46-70. Wicked Pissahs remain in the lead. Don't forget, at the halftime of this game, we're going to do another wheel toss game. Come on down, try your luck, and try to win another Boston Derby Dames t-shirt.
All right, we got a timeout call.
You too can get involved in roller derby.
BostonDerbyDames.com, catering to women 18 and older, but if you are between the ages of 7 and 17, check out BostonJuniorDerby.com. We've got a booth outside. You can talk to two of our lovely junior skaters, or come find me. I'm kind of the head coach. No big deal.
Yeah, NBC.
You know,
Sitting next to the head coach of Junior
Flying
Derby.
King and the Gun Show.
Amazing.
From the jammer line, Gun Show around the outside, picks up lead jammer for the Pissahs again.
Amazing line by the Gun Show on the outside, using her blockers to take advantage.
Very impressive work by Neurotic Tendencies and one of her other blockers there to just stuff King and send her to the back of the pack.
King getting some trouble at the front of the pack there from teammate Stevie Nixer from the travel teams, but she is out looking to score. But Johnny Cash Machine's voice echoes through the darkness, and the Gun Show calls it off for a 4-0 jam.
Yeah, nice work by the Pissahs. There was a run there by the horse, but now they're steadily getting their heads back on their shoulders, and they are getting lead jammer again and separating themselves once again from the horse.
Casey Waston for the Arkham Horrors on the jammer line. We got Truant for the Pissahs. Box is clear. We're looking at a 4-4 blocking game.
Out in front first, going to be Casey Waston, being a lead jammer for the Horrors.
This is the second year for Casey Waston on the Horrors and on the Boston Derby Dames. Really strong line on the inside. Whoa! Fuzz! On the outside!
You could hear that one from here. Fuzz to Rhymes connecting.
A very understated player. Fuzz has made some huge blocks already in this game. Ooh.
She keeps secrets in her hair, ladies and gentlemen. Truant in the DR doing some one-on-one blocking on Trauma in the DR doing some one-on-one blocking on Truant at the front of the pack.
Wow, Horrors really locked it down right there, and a nice jam for them, closing the gap to 23 points. They're going to put out MC Slammer on the track for the next jam, going up against Stevie Nixer. Both teams putting out Boston Massacre skaters here to try and get the momentum on their side.
Sounds like Team Heckle is in the building.
Oh, hey, Planets.
MC Slammer pushing her way down the middle of that pack, picks up lead for the Horrors. Stevie Nixer now gets her way out of the front of the pack, but just as Slammer's coming into traffic around the inside, she's good for 4 points, so she calls the jam.
Looks like Evan Slap had a good block set up on the Horrors jammer there, but was a little distracted by Haley Contagious playing a little offense to clear the way.
A 4-0 jam for the Horrors there.
I was distracted by Planets Collide and her little baby megaphone over there in the corner. Rainbow Crash and the Gun Show from the jammer line.
Amazing team blocking for the Pissahs as they all collapse on the outside line to really punish Rainbow Crash. They're looking for a track cut here, but unfortunately it looks like a penalty has been picked up by the Gun Show. Rainbow Crash is your lead jammer. Horrors here looking to possibly take the lead for the first time.
That's right. A lot of power jams sometimes yield 20 points to the opposing team. We will see. It's all about the Wicked Pissahs defense, but Rainbow Crash, no problem on her first scoring pass. 5 points.
Kevin, I believe those tentacles are no longer askew.
No, they have been unskewed.
Rainbow Crash calling it off in the middle of that power jam.
Well, she was forced pretty far out of bounds here on turn number 3. So instead of wasting that time to struggle back through the pack, I believe it was a wise move to end that jam and keep the gun show in the penalty box, and now put a fresh jammer on the track and take advantage of the power jam.
That is a strategy that we're seeing more and more, Skid. Teams freezing a jammer that they might perceive as penalty prone in the box, giving their team another opportunity to possibly pick up another power jam. And then Horrors putting out Flying King again, known for putting up big numbers for that team.
She absolutely is. Got to give props to the Wicked Pissahs defense, though, holding Flying King until the second turn. As the gun show exits the penalty box here, King is on the scoring pass.
Gun show trying to get around America Ferocious and not having an easy time. Flying King in traffic now, trying to get around, looks like Estrogina Davis.
Both these teams fighting for the inside line. Gun show looked like she might have been thinking about passing it, but she got out on her own.
Look at that score, guys. Look at that score.
Look at it!
Holy moly, 74 to 68. The Horrors inching their way closer and closer to tying this game up.
Give it up for your team if you like what you see on the scoreboard right now. If you're a Wicked Pissahs fan or an Arkham Horror fan, let me hear you right now. Let's make some noise.
Can I trade this audience in for a louder one?
Nope. Just gotta get them pumped.
Barreling through the pack again is Rock, lead jammer for the Pissahs. Is she going to add some more points to the score and maintain the Pissahs lead? Four points for Rock. Casey Wastem through the pack. She'll get 4 points for the Horrors. It's 4 and 4 on the jam so far. Rock in the pack for a scoring pass, number 2, around Fuzz on the inside. 4 more points.
Love those fancy feet from Baby Rock. Right in the inside line right there against Fuzz to Rhymes.
Yeah, I could watch Fuzz to Rhymes and Rock go against each other all day on that line right there. Rock just threw her shoulder at her. Fuzz had one right for her, and Rock did a great job keeping her skates in bounds and picking up those points.
Pissahs starting this jam in an advantage, probably in the irate in the box right now, hoping to get a little bit of a run in before halftime.
Stevie Nixer again face to face with America Ferocious, living up to her name with some fierce blocking there. Stevie Nixer just getting pounded by those purple shirts.
Huge defensive maneuvers from both teams. Takes the pack to turn 3, but MC Slammer in turn 4 is your lead jammer.
MC Slammer in the pack for a scoring pass. It's going to be 2 points for the Pissahs, 3 for the Horrors on the final lap. 75 to 84. We're inside 2 minutes in the first half. And stick around, we're going to do the wheel toss again right down here on the track.
A familiar lineup on the jammer line. We got number 25 Rainbow Crash and 914 The Gun Show. Really fast pack coming out of turn 2. Gun Show looking to get lead jammer. Estrogina Davis blocking Rainbow Crash in lane 1, but Rainbow Crash is out just behind the Gun Show. Estrogina Davis giving the signal for her skiers to meet her at the front of the pack.
It's going to be 2-0 on the jam as the Gun Show calling it off just as she comes flying into the pack.
So Slim Hurton got picked off there by the Arkham Horrors blockers, and they were able to capitalize.
I don't think I've ever seen two teams work harder for 2.
That's fair.
And we're back to the action here at Shriners Auditorium. The official timeout is over. Both of these teams clustered in the center of the track. Baby Rock and Flying King for the Arkham Horrors.
First come in the game, they try to play you. Then you drop a couple of hits, look how they wait to you. From Marcy to Madison Square, to the only thing that matters is just a matter of days. Let's play what happened.
Flying King meeting some trouble from that red wall in the back. Baby Rock, lead jammer, kind of looking up to score. This is giving King a ton of trouble. Baby Rock looking for that lap point.
One blow, you were smithereens. Second take one for your team, and I need you to remember one thing. I came, I saw, I conquered.
Rock actually getting held up by Haru's blockers. She gets knocked to the infield, forced to call off the jam. She does pick up 4 points on the jam.
And let's see if we get another jam in here. 3 o'clock is ticking down. And we will not get another jam in. That, ladies and gentlemen, is your halftime. And what a first half we had.
Penalties for the first game. Though the Horrors trail in points, they scored fewer penalties. They committed fewer penalties in the first half. 9 penalties to the Pissahs 13.
That's a big difference. That's actually the same difference that the Nutcrackers had in the first half, in the first game.
I think that actually contributed a lot to the Horrors' ability to close the gap.
Oh my goodness, what an apex jump there by Stevie Nixer. And getting 4 points for O-Jam for the Wicked Pissahs right out of the gate.
Both teams down a blocker going into the second jam of the second half. Gun show for the Wicked Pissahs, Flying King for the Arkham Horrors. Both the pivots for the teams are in the box, so they're going to want to make sure their jammers aren't having very much trouble, otherwise you're not going to be able to pass the panty.
And we got a lead jammer, losing her footing, but still back up, and lead jammer is the Gun Show.
Truant finding some time in the blocker rotation, gives King a little bit of trouble at the front of the pack, but King is out and chasing.
Falling off the jam for O-Jam, once again for the Pissahs, 2 in a row.
A smart call off from the Pissah jammer gives them a 4-0, but Estrogena Davis starting in the box for the Pissahs. Horrors have a slight advantage here. Rainbow Crash for the Horrors, Baby Rock, aka Pizza, for the Pissahs.
All right, Rainbow Rock once again. I think she's got 100% lead jammers tonight. Every time she's been out there, lead jammer status. Almost completely sure about that.
Rainbow Crash getting the business from Neurotic Tendency at the back of the pack in lane 4.
So Rock was given a forearm there. Her arm kind of got in the back of Haley Contagious there and pushed her out of the way, and that's what she was called for.
Some strong disagreement from section 5 and 6. Do not think that Rock committed that forearm penalty, but the Pissahs are holding back. Rainbow Crash.
And crashes through, but as we know, there is no lead jammer now because Rock was the lead jammer, and she's in the penalty box, so this is going the full 2 minutes. Oh, Haley Contagious taking out Estrogena Davis right into Teapot Hadrian. Everybody's okay.
Horrors looking to turn the tide here at the beginning of the second half.
Rock, what a move by Rock around the outside. Fuzz trying to stay with her. No can do.
Amazing footwork from Rock here. Could have easily picked up a track cut on that one-on-one block with Fuzz in lane 4, but smart feet stays in, picks up 4 points.
So Horrors able to get their defense together here, but Rock breaking them apart. Fuzz, nice job closing. See Catherine the Eye right there, keeping the pack, keeping her players in play. While Rainbow crashes at the front, pushing out that wall. Oh, Stevie Nixer. That is mean, Stevie Nixer. Just mean.
But Baby Rock is through, picking up that jammer lap point, extending the Pissah lead with 5 more points right there.
Wow, Rock, another huge jam for her. Crash was able to pick up some points there though, so the lead did not get extended that much. Could have definitely got extended.
Truant finding her way back into the jammer rotation for the Wicked Pissahs. Familiar face Casey Waston for the Arkham Horrors. Pissahs had that back wall as Regina Davis staring Casey Waston down, would not want to be in that position.
No, definitely not. She's just daring her to come right at her.
I feel it from here.
Definitely a risky move on her part, but she was able to turn back around, and they've got a wall set up now on Casey Waston. But Casey pushing that wall apart. Fuzz to Rhymes, no surprise, put herself right in the middle. Penalty though.
I think this might be Fuzz's first trip to the box.
Yeah, definitely Fuzz to Rhymes committed some crimes. She's in the box.
Both of these jammers still looking for lead status, but Truant picks it up just coming out of turn 4. Casey Waston fight her way in the middle of the pack out of turn 4. Huge props to the Wicked Pissahs wall right now, being able to hold the jammer now for more than a lap, but she's out. She is not your lead jammer. She's looking to score.
Yeah, Horrors got their jammer out just in time to avoid getting a lap point, but Truant able to pick up 4 points for the Pissahs. That's 4 straight lead jammers for the Pissahs in the second half.
Pissahs starting this jam with a slight advantage. Fuzz to Rhymes in the box. Gun show on the jammer line for the Pissahs. Lion King for the Horrors. Irate in America doing a little dance at the front of the pack as they set up position.
All right, Narada playing a little offense for the gun show. Now she's turned to defense. Now we got a 4-wall again set up on Flying King. Oh, Flying King sees the inside line and takes it.
A nice assist from Fuzz to Rhymes on the inside line. Opens that up for Flying King, but the gun show also out behind her, putting some pressure on Flying King.
Oh, nice stuff by Eva, been slapped right there. But still 3 points picked up by Flying King and the Arkham Horrors.
Very aggressive move from Flying King coming into turn 3.
That is tough to come flying into the back of a pack at full speed and able to get those points in just a split second before calling off the jam is a huge challenge. I'm sure you know all about that, Mangle.
Oh, I do.
Oh yeah, because you're like a jammer and you do that stuff all the time.
I've been known to do that from time to time.
Yeah, from time to time. MC Slammer hopping over her players to get into the pack here for the Horrors.
MC Slammer muscling her way through the front of the pack, getting some trouble for Regina Davis. Regina Davis gives her just enough time to get out first, and she is not your lead jammer due to a no pass, no penalty. MC Slammer picking up lead jammer status, calls off the jam, freezes neurotic tendency in the box.
In case you're wondering why Stevie Nixer was not the lead jammer, she had passed an Arkham Horror skater who was out of bounds. And you need to pass all of those skaters when they are in bounds and upright, I believe, to get those, to get lead. Maybe not upright, just in bounds.
Casey Waston for the Arkham Horrors, Truant for the Wicked Pissahs. Truant is your lead jammer after taking the big outside line. Horrors looking to freeze, to spring Casey Waston from the pack.
The springer. And she's back in on her scoring pass here, while Casey Waston still trying to get out. Oh, Eva been slapped, trying to clear the path for Truant. America Ferocious and Haley Contagious there really strong with Wednesday Adams. Finally, the Pissahs wall very aggressively breaks it up.
You can see Truant there trying to call off the jam, but once you're lead jammer and you take off that jammer panty, you lose your lead status. We're going for another 2-minute jam here, folks. Lion King, the box is cleared, so we got a 4-on-4.
All right, fighting for lead jammer here. Haley Contagious up at the front, but she can't slow Stevie Nixer. He's got lead.
Amazing collapsible walls from the Wicked Pissahs is no match for the spin moves of Lion King in lane 4. Stevie Nixon looking to score. A smart call off from the Pissah bench. That is a 4-0 jam. They extend their lead to 121-88.
Some fancy footwork there by Flying King. Getting out and limiting the damage there.
Wicked Pissahs extending their lead to the biggest lead that it's been in, I would say, 15 minutes of gameplay, leading by 33 points here.
So they were only up by 15 at halftime, so they are slowly but surely extending the lead. But MC Slammer's got something to say about that. She's got lead jammer on the inside for the Hers.
Captain Hook and Captain the Irate clearing a huge line for Casey Wasteland and switching immediately to defense to give the gun show some trouble. We got Tide Rise reporting to the box. This could be the opportunity they want. Estrogina Davis taking the jammer panty.
Doing a star pass there to Wicked Pissahs to limit the damage here. But Slammer is on her scoring pass. And calls it off, but I think that might have been late. It was late. Actually, a 4-3 jam for the Wicked Pissahs right there.
Gotta admire the hustle from Estrogina Davis to meet the pack and take advantage of a late call-off. Despite the pass, despite being in what could be a bad situation, they hustle and pick up those points.
Quick lead jammer status for Bloodbath Betty and the Wicked Pissahs. They are looking to keep control of this game and not let the Horrors back into it. Big hit by Eva Been Slapped. Oh, Eva Been Slapped takes out Rainbow Crash. And Lionheart's got to let her go as well, but not before Bloodbath Betty scores 4 points. All right, Johnny Cash Machine psyched about that one right there for the Wicked Pissahs, calling off the jam and getting 4 points and clearing the penalty box for the Wicked Pissahs.
Pissahs leading by 38 points here, extending their lead slightly.
And the jam is off. We've got Gun Show. Oh, a star pass off the line. Did not work. Looks like they're trying out something new.
Haley Contagious looking for the track cut call, but doesn't quite pick it up there.
That's an illegal procedure there. Did you catch that one, Skid? There's a legal procedure on the Gun Show for an illegal star pass. She passed it to Gina when she was out of bounds.
Just a reminder, you have to pass the star when you are in bounds, and you have to hand it to the player. Estrogina Davis there getting the out-of-play call, a hint that you are in fact a blocker. As you can see, U++ was watching, as the jam rep was watching the Gun Show, another hint that she is still in fact a jammer, even though there's some panty craziness happening.
All right. The calling off the jam, interestingly, was Casey Wastem very into trapping the opposing jammer in the penalty box. Definitely could have had some points if they kept going back to the track, but they're deciding trapping Guns and Gina to be a little bit more of a priority right now. All right. Everything getting straightened out on the track. A lot of Both teams working the lineups there.
Both teams abandoning the jammer line to start this jam off with, really spreading out that pack. Tahar is hoping to give the advantage to MC Slammer as she picks up lead jammer.
Oh, nice play by Evan Slap, taking out Trauma in the DR. That helped spring the gun show. Slammer's got 2 to beat at the front of the pack here at the end of her scoring pass. Calls off the jam. Able to get 3 points for the Horrors. They're inching closer. Is that chanting? I'm hearing chanting. Are there Horrors fans here? Because the Pissahs are just carrying the crowd right now.
Give it up if you're an Arkham Horrors fan, ladies and gentlemen. There we go, there we go, there we go.
Section 15 and 16, really into the Horrors.
In the darkness over there, as it should be, the Horrors fans.
Yeah, very dark. Ooh, scary. Oh wait, Stevie Nixer jamming for the Pissahs. Looking to get lead, and she does!
Neurotic Tendency going for the hit on Flying King before turn 1, but King, little fancy footwork, makes her way around that hit. Both packs picking up the speed. Stevie Nixer calls it off. 0-0 jam.
Oh wow, so that's time off the clock. Pissahs are happy about that. And then once again, holding Flying King to 0 points is always a good thing.
Veteran skater Bloodbath Betty for the Wicked Pissahs, looking to make her way through lane 3.
Oh, big pile up there, but all the skaters back up. Both teams playing a lot of defense right now.
Rainbow Crash looking for that mohawk on the inside line. Looks like she picks up a track cut. Not what the Horrors need with 15 minutes left in the game.
That is tough with the Horrors. If there's gonna be a penalty right now, a power jam against them, this is the lineup that they want. Check out the defense right now. Although America Ferocious sent off for an out of play block or failure to return. Failure to return to the pack. Oh, big block there. Closing the hole was Catherine the Irate.
Love to see that aggressive playing from rookie Wednesday Adams.
Oh, Regina Davis. Oh my goodness.
Coming out of the darkness to take out Casey Wastem at the front of the pack to clear for her jammer.
Got some fireworks right now on the track. Both teams are bringing it hard. Rainbow Crash out of the penalty box, so the Horrors jammer is through on her initial pass. And Bloodbath Betty calls it off.
Despite all those big hits, we are still only leading by 30 points. The Wicked Pissahs are only leading by 30 points.
Timeout purple. We have just
left in the game. Pissahs have 21 penalties, but still lead by about 33 points. Arkham Horrors with 13 penalties.
Kevin, write that down. That's better than this crap that we have on here. This sucks.
And there's Rock once again. Pizza jammer, Pizza Rock.
Pizza
There
Rock.
she goes.
Rock Pizza.
Baby Rock.
Hey, it says pizza. Oh, a track cut there on Casey Wastem. Huge bummer right there for the Arkham Horrors.
Love that toe stop run for Baby Rock after turn 2.
If you're cheering for Rock, let me hear you say pizza!
Yes! Yes!
Oh, Rock pushing Haley Contagious out of Rock pushing America. America with the stone just sneaks by. Pizza! That was amazing. America trying to slow her down this time. Got America out there. Haley Contagious, Wednesday Adams.
But Casey Wastem makes her way up the inside line, looking to minimize the damage here on this power jam. Wednesday Adams, a valiant effort trying to take out Baby Rock, but it is not successful. Pizza!
Pizza Rock calling off the jam just in time. That sounds like a name for a good restaurant.
Pizza Rock.
Pizza Rock, or like a place that I'd like to go to see the sunset.
That's where you take your date and go make out.
As long
Pizza
as there's
Rock.
pizza, I don't care.
Anything pizza is the most romantic thing I can think of.
That's the way to my heart. Pizza. FYI, if anyone's interested.
Warning to all Boston Derby skaters, if you put words on your shirts, we will abuse it. Oh, here we go back to Derby. MC Slammer, your lead jammer. What the Arkham Horrors need. MC Slammer looking for some points here. And hits them. All right. We've got a referee skate malfunction right now, but they are recovering. Testosterone Jeremy heroically stepping in as our new jam ref. And things have worked out for the Horrors here. They've been able to stick Gun Show in the pack here. Unbelievable turn of events.
MC Slammer looking to score. 10 minutes left in this game. Neither team has given up. 5 in the sky for MC Slammer.
Wow.
Star pass to Estrogina Davis.
What an interesting turn of events there. Slammer tried to call it off, but had to keep going as her jam ref was down, and things were working out in her favor.
Yeah, but I can't think of a better ref crew to have on the inside for when things go wrong.
Huge props to the ref crew here, adapting as necessary. And Goosey Goose running to the back to aid the zebra herd.
Yeah, I'm going to assume Tommy Danger had something important going to do right now. And big props. All right, well, guys, we're under 10 minutes here. We've actually got a pretty close game on our hands. So at Derby standards, just about 40 points. I'm rounding here. Don't get mad. I'm rounding. About 40 points is not a safe lead in roller derby.
And you can tell by the way both these teams are playing very aggressive defense, trying to hold each other back. But Rainbow Crash through on the inside. Stevie Nixon not far behind her.
Yeah, you see both teams' defense was completely sticking the other team's jammers until their opponents came in and played a little offense.
Rainbow Crash calling it off as America Ferocious heads to the box. A 0-0 jam for both teams. This favors the Pissahs right now. We're looking to just burn time off the clock. Horrors looking for more time.
That's right, there's 30 seconds in between jams, a mandatory 30 seconds, unless there's a timeout called, that runs off the clock.
Rock on the jammer line for the Pissahs again. Let me hear it, guys.
Pizza.
Flying King, the jammer for the Horrors.
Flying King.
Simba.
Here goes Rock. Go to the front, but King pushing that back wall. The back wall of the Pissahs has some great blocking technique going on right there.
Woo! And out on the inside line, Flying King with a little jump, little flourish. She's got about a half track behind Pizza Rock.
Love the stabilizing blocking going on by Neurotic Tendencies there, slowing down her wall.
Rock crouches down so low, and she's still the same height as most of these girls on the track.
All right, Nuclear beat down, calling out Rock on a major forearm. All majors, of course.
With 8 minutes left to go, this is just what the Horrors are looking for, an opportunity to send Flying King through the pack as many times as possible.
Flying King having a tough time getting out of that pack.
But Fuzz Rhymes to the rescue, comes in, breaks up the wall, and gets Flying King through on that scoring pass. We're going to have no lead jammer here. Just want to remind you guys, we're going the full 2 minutes.
And both of these jammers live off of your applause, so give it up for Pizza Rock and Flying King. They're going to die if that's how you cheer for them, but give it up for Pizza Rock and Flying King.
Whoa, there they go. Flying King up to the front. She's having a tough time with that 4 wall. The Pissahs really locking down their defense, but a multiplayer block called on Rough and Tumble.
Fancy footwork from Amy Rock on the inside line.
Rock still got time left in this jam for another pass. Pissahs, a lot of action in the pack right now. Both teams kind of spread out.
Horrors trying to take advantage of a smaller blocking pack.
Flying King with a huge move around the outside, picks up 4 more points for the Horrors, which they need desperately as we enter the final 7 minutes of this contest.
You can see the Horrors blockers trying to put the Pissah jammer out of bounds and pull those cuts. Every time you have one of the jammers go out of bounds, someone in the opposing pack runs back. They're looking for that track cut. They're trying to create opportunities to create power jams to really either, in the Pissahs case, extend the lead, or in the Horrors case, tighten this game up.
Here's MC Slammer. Needs lead jammer here for the Horrors. And she gets it! Exactly what the Horrors need. Still time to go. Can the defense hold the gun showing? Haley Contagious knocks her out of bounds. Oh, what a play!
A huge play from Haley Contagious, looking for the track cut.
But Haley had gone past the 20 feet. She was out of play. As soon as you're out of play, you can be cut legally. Thought she had her. Nice play by Irate, slowing down the gun show. Looks like MC Slammer. More points for MC Slammer. Woo! Horrors are knocking on the door here.
Horrors inside 20 points.
Amazing stabilizing blocking from Haley Contagious, and she flips back to bridge.
So we got a failure to reform the pack called on Ever Been Slapped. So that's 4 more points for the gun show, but here comes Slammer getting some more points.
Gun show digging deep here.
Let's see what our score tally is here. It's 4 more points for the Horrors. So suddenly, look at that score. Horrors within 19 points. It was just 40 points a few minutes ago, guys.
As we can see from the very first jam of this game, 20 points, that could be one jam. That could be fewer than 2 minutes. The Horrors really knocking on the door, like Kevin said. This is anybody's game.
Pretty amazing to think about that. 26 points scored in the first jam. Look at the scoreboard right now. It's a whole difference. And more. Here's Stevie Nixer. Oh, huge lead jammer status earned by the Wicked Pissahs. Need to slow that momentum down.
Neurotic doing some work in the back of the pack with Captain Estradina Davis. What is that?
Stevie Nixer tried to jump the apex, but one of her skates made it to the infield, so she had to go back, avoid a track cut.
A risky move from Stevie Nixer, but she's smart about it, knows that she could pick up the track cut, goes down, comes back in legally, still has her lead jammer status.
Yeah, Nixer has been playing a very clean game today. Very important part of her game is staying out of that box and on the track because she is so effective when she's on there.
24 points and 4 minutes are between the Horrors and the Pissahs. Rainbow Crash going to take the jammer line for the purple team. Truant for the Pissahs in red. All right, teach you all the rules. They'll even teach you how to roller skate if you want to be a skating ref. BDD officials on Facebook.
And we're back to the action here at Shriners Auditorium, a familiar sight. Truant for the Pissahs, Rainbow Crash for the Arkham Horrors.
This is crunch time right now. Horrors needing lead jammer status to cut into that 24 points. They bring back Truant after America takes her out of bounds. Crash trying to get lead jammer, and she does! Exactly what the Horrors need. Now they need to lock down their defense. The Pissahs trying to clear the way. Rocks on offense right now, not jamming.
Huge pass by Rainbow Crash.
Skaters all over the floor over here on the front straightaway.
So Truant still on her first pass. No pass, no penalty called right there, so that's not a full pass. That's a 4-point pass. Nice call by Whitefio and T-Pop. And the Horrors defense just locked down right now.
Nope.
A lot of no pass, no penalties being called.
Knowing what the Pissahs want right now, a track cut on the new jammer, Estrogina Davis. She's headed to the box as a jammer. Huge opportunity for Rainbow Crash to close this score here in the final 2 minutes.
It's a 10-point game. That's 2 scoring passes that Rainbow Crash needs here to tie up the score.
There's one of them. 4 points.
All right, down by 5 right now. All Rainbow Crash needs to do is finish this scoring pass. It's tied up. Rock trying to grab a track cut on her. Oh, there's the score!
There it is!
We have a tie score, folks! Estrogina Davis out of the penalty box here, trying to take the lead as Rainbow Crash. She's got at least 1 point at the back there. Oh, did they pick up? We have a penalty being called.
Who is that penalty?
There is a cut. Oh, Rainbow Crash track cut. Oh, is that Truant that got that? What a play by Truant, pulling the track cut on Rainbow Crash right after they had taken the lead, I think, by 1 point.
I haven't seen anything like this in years at the Boston Derby Dames. Pissahs fielding Stevie Nixer here for what could be the final jam. Arkham Horrors taking the lead for the first time this game.
Wait, is there? All right, well, we were told there was a penalty, but now we're not seeing, so we'll let everybody straighten stuff out here.
Rainbow Crash in the penalty box, but they have to capitalize on that.
Sorry, Crash.
Here we go, both teams fighting for position as this first whistle blows.
We are up. America Ferocious getting the first contact on Nixer. Oh, right on the inside line. Steven Nixer and the Wicked Pissahs in the driver's seat right now.
Lead jammer, not enough. They do need to score in this pass.
Nixer entering very carefully, making sure she doesn't make a pass. And that is the lead right now for the Wicked Pissahs. We still have time left on the period clock and the jam clock for Rainbow Crash. Stevie Nixer up to the front. Oh, another scoring pass right there.
Guys, now's the time to get to your feet, make some noise. Those stands can get awful loud.
Stevie Nixer electing not to enter the pack right now.
All right, so Rainbow Crash is through, or the pass is through. Slammer is on a scoring pass here. Slammer got some points. Very good managing right here. Great managing by Johnny Castasine. Those points didn't matter. The Wicked Pissahs hold the lead and called off the jam.